Adeleke, who won the Osun State gubernatorial election and who was sworn in as the governor of the state on the 27th of November 2022, has been sacked by the Osun State Election Petitions Tribunal. In the election, which held in over 4,000 polling units in 30 local government areas in the state. What really happened, you may ask? Let me explain the whole situation in simple terms for you to understand. The Osun State gubernatorial election took place on the 16th of July 2022. The residents of Osun came out in mass to cast their votes for the preferred candidates. The election and civil votings had two major candidates, both contesting for the office of the governor. The All Progressive Congress had its incumbent governor in the person of Gbeyoga Ayetola. On the other hand, the People's Democratic Party had Senator Ademola Adeleke as its candidate. The election was conducted and was also noted by a solid logistical organization. It was a very peaceful election and voting, but we also heard rumors of vote buying, which was seen in most of the polling units in Osun State. By the early morning of July 17th, collation was completed and the Independent National Electoral Commission declared Adeleke as the winner.
Of PDP are not satisfied the requirements of the law is hereby declared the winner.
In total, Adeleke won over 400,000 votes and 50% of the votes. As runner-up, Ayetola received around 375 votes and over 40% of the votes. With this effect, celebrations and jubilations were seen in almost all the local government areas of Osun State. But most importantly, Ademola Adeleke, who is the brother to Davido's dad, Adedeji Adeleke, had a bigger celebrations and jubilations at the family home. Davido was seen in a video which went extremely viral on social media celebrating the success of his uncle. But the question here is, what is the problem APC is having in the victory of PDP's candidates? It's to be recalled that in 2019, a similar event unfolded in Osun State, where after the elections was conducted, Ademola Adeleke with his party weren't satisfied with the outcome of the elections, took up the case with the Osun State Election Tribunal. After extensive hearings, Ademola Adeleke won at the State Tribunal but lost at the Supreme Court. So what is really happening between these two political parties and politicians? Governor Ademola Adeleke-led administration in Osun State came to a halting halt on Friday, the 27th of January 2023, as the Osun State Election Petitions Tribunal sacked him from the office. His stay in office lasted for just 62 days, exactly 6 months from when the state elections was conducted. The State Tribunal annulled the election results because INEC did not comply with the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as well as the Electoral Act as amended. While delivering a majority decision vote, Justice Tetsi Kume ruled that INEC did not comply substantially with the Constitution and the provisions of the Electoral Act. He subsequently deducted overvoting observed from the votes called by the candidates and declared that Ayetola won the election. He directed INEC to withdraw Adeleke's certificate of return and issue another one to Ayetola, who won a majority of the lawful votes in the state. So the question on everybody's lips is, how did overvoting come about? Well, INEC over the years introduced BVAS in the electioneering process in Nigeria. For those who don't know, BVAS simply means Bimodal Voter Accreditation System, which is an electronic device designed to read permanent voters' card and authenticate voters. There have been a lot of conversations about the BVAS system and the role it will play in helping INEC to conduct credible elections. BVAS has been used for at least 3 elections. It's September 10, 2021, when it was first deployed for Isoko South constituency elections in Delta State. There were complaints that the machine had difficulties capturing the thumbs and faces of some aged voters. There were complaints about the functionality of the device. It was deployed for the governorship elections in Anambra State in November 2021 as the device failed to capture voters. However, INEC has been advised to conduct regular software updates regularly on these devices. So with all of these irregularities, is it safe to say that the BVS malfunction malfunctioning is being linked to Osun State overvoting? Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. And it's also safe to say a lot of time and research process was invested in making this video, so I will urge you to like this video. It is 100% free. YouTube won't charge you a dime, and it will help in the spread of this video so other Nigerians can watch and learn. Interestingly, about 24 hours ago, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, came out to say that the database of INEC have received various attempts by foreign internet hackers to breach the organization's secured servers. Should Nigerians be worried about such news? Do we have proper IT gurus in Nigeria to withstand the firepower of foreign internet hackers? Do you think this is a mere gimmick by political parties in Nigeria to thwart the effort of voters in Nigeria? Do you think this is linked in any way with the recent happenings in Osun State? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be there to actively reply and answer any questions. Based on INEC chairman, he said the surface attack of the servers of the bimodal voter registration system and the INEC result viewing portal are properly backed and secured to beat any form of hackers. Shortly after the proclamation of the state tribunal, APC supporters were seen dancing and celebrating in court. The same APC that has placed Nigerians in the state of no return. What are they celebrating for? Are they celebrating the constant fuel scarcity in Nigeria, despite Nigeria being an oil producing state? Are they celebrating the bad and backward leadership in the country? In another part of the state, a lot of indigenes of Osun State were seen celebrating and jubilating after the former governor of the state returned back to the state. Governor Adeleke's son, Shino Rambo, stated that his father is still the governor of Osun State after the tribunal court ruling on Friday. In his own words, he said, 2 judgments were issued today, the tribunal, one in favor of PDP, nothing changed. Senator Ademola Adeleke remains the governor of Osun State. We move to the appeal court. Peace be still. The mandate of Osun State will not be stolen. His Excellency Ademola Adeleke remains the governor of Osun State. These were the words of Shino Rambo, who is the son of the governor. And the governor of the state also released a public notice to the well-meaning residents and indigenes of Osun State, asking them to be calm and also insisting that he is still the governor of Osun State. At the moment, we are yet to receive any reactions from Davido, who played a significant role during the campaigning section. What do you think? Do you see Adeleke's family winning the case in court? The Supreme Court hearing is being stated for the 5th of July 2023, which is 6 months from today. This means the Nigerian general elections would have been done and dusted before the Osun State case will be handled by the Supreme Court. Will this in any way affect the forthcoming general elections stated for the 25th of February? The general elections will be a very decisive one, and if the INEC isn't ready with its technology, they have about a month to put everything in order. Also, click on the video showing on your screen so you see why Davido and Wizkid haven't shown support for Peter Obi. Click on that video and I will see you there.